So we are almost to the end of this absolutely beautiful journey. Tomorrow on the 26th, I will be officially 39 weeks. I can hardly believe it. This pregnancy has gone by so incredibly fast, way faster than my first pregnancy. And I think mainly that's because this is my second pregnancy and I already have a little one to be looking after, and it's not all about the pregnancy. I am so busy with Mila and just a lot of things going on. So since I'm not just focused only on the pregnancy, it has just made things go by really fast. I have some notes written down here because I've been keeping track like the best I possibly can for the past couple weeks, starting at 36 weeks. And so I just wanted to keep track of how I've been feeling. So this way I can give you guys an accurate bump date so we can just kind of go through the weeks together and what's been going on with me. At my 36-week checkup, not a whole lot went on. Basically, all she did was give me an ultrasound to see what was going on with baby, to make sure she was still upside down. She's been in position already since about 34 weeks, I believe, 33, 34 weeks. And her heartbeat was 150. And yeah, so we got to see her for the last time. And we were really excited. Mila was with me and she was really excited. She's always really excited to see the baby. It's just something fun to be able to actually visually see her and also to hear her heartbeat, which we hear it every single time with the Doppler machine. But, you know, we were able to see her, so that was a lot of fun. At 37 weeks, things started to progress more. We went to the doctor and she gave me an examination to see how many centimeters I had dilated. I was only at 1 centimeter and everything was looking good. Baby's heart rate was good. It went down a little bit to 146, but she said that's absolutely normal. And so, yeah, so it was at 146. And that was pretty much all that happened at that doctor's appointment. At 37 weeks, we also did our maternity shoot. And if I have any of the pictures edited, I will also insert them here on the screen somewhere. But my husband, he did our maternity shoot and it turned out absolutely awesome. It was just so beautiful. We have the umbrella lights and we have a pretty nice camera, and he had the week prior had gotten a remote for the camera, so this way he was able to take our pictures together as a family. We were going to have them done by a friend, but his schedule got really busy last minute, so we just were like, well, this is really important to us, so we're just going to go ahead and do our pictures ourselves. So I was really appreciative of my husband just, you know, being like, no, we're going to do this. And so he made it just really special for us, and that's just something that we will always cherish, and I'm just so blessed to have the husband that I do. The morning that I hit 38 weeks, I woke up like around 2 in the morning to go to the bathroom, and from like 2 in the morning to 3:30 in the morning, I started getting a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions, ones that were pretty uncomfortable, manageable but uncomfortable, but they were consistent for that amount of time for about, they were like 3 minutes apart. So I was just like, oh man, I'm not quite ready. I don't have everything ready yet. And so what I remembered was when I was pregnant with Mila, my last time around, I was only in my second trimester, so I was really concerned at that time having a bunch of Braxton Hicks contractions. So I went to the hospital, and what they did is they said you need to drink a lot of water. So they gave me a lot of water to help stop the contractions, and also gave me a shot. And the shot, it made me like really shaky and jittery. I was just like really shaking. But I had remembered the water part that they had given me. And so I just downed a bunch of water, ate a snack, relaxed and read, and they subsided. So I was able to go back to sleep, and the next morning I felt fine. And actually the night prior to this happening with the contractions at night, I had gotten before bed one really strong contraction. I was just like, it was a rough one, but it only happened one time, and then they started happening again in the early hours of the morning. But they subsided, they went away, and so yeah, so that's all that it was for that evening. Yesterday on the 24th, it was my 38 weeks, 5 days appointment, and I'm guessing will probably be our last appointment. I'm not sure if we'll make it till next Tuesday to the next appointment, think we'll probably have her before then. But she checked us out and checked the heart rate. Her heartbeat is at 138, I believe she said. And I asked her, you know, is that normal? Because the heart rate seems like it's going down a little bit more. And she's like, yeah, it's absolutely normal. Baby's healthy, baby's fine. And she's like, if you think about it, our heart rate isn't just, you know, straight across. It goes up and down depending on what we're doing. And she was probably sleeping, so it wasn't like, you know, really, it wasn't as high as it had been. So it was just kind of down a little bit. Hi, Mommy. And little Miss Mila here, she just woke up just a bit ago. She was just eating her breakfast and she wanted to come say hi. I also discussed with the doctor yesterday because she asked me, like, do you have any final questions, concerns? And I was just like, yeah, actually, you know, I don't want to do any force pushing or anything like that. I just want to wait until the baby travels down the birth canal, and when my body's ready to push, I'll push, but I don't want to do any force pushing like I did last time with Mila. She had already made it down the birth canal and her head was already there, but I don't want like that controlled pushing where they tell you when to push and all of that. I just want it to be more relaxed, and when I'm ready, my body will definitely tell me when. And so that was important to me for me to express that to her, especially being that we are so close to having the baby. Also, I told her that I don't want to have an episiotomy. You know, I'll just, if I tear, I tear. And she's like, yeah, absolutely, that's fine. She's like, I actually don't even do them. So that worked out really great too. So I was really happy about that. Plus, prior, we had already discussed with her weeks ago, my husband had mentioned to her, since he had pulled Mila out, he wanted to also pull this baby out like he did last time. And we also want to do the delayed cord clamping. That's really important to us as well. And she's like, yeah, that's absolutely fine. So thanks to God, everything that we have requested, she's totally cool with. And so hopefully the main thing is that she is there for the delivery, because not all doctors are, you know, your doctor is not for sure going to be on call when you go into labor. So when I had Mila, her doctor that I went through my pregnancy with, she wasn't there. So I ended up having another doctor, but luckily the wishes that we had, she did respect. So that was a good thing. So some of the symptoms that have been, you know, I've been experiencing lately is I am starting to be more uncomfortable. That's a given, being that I am at the end of this race. So I'm a little bit more uncomfortable. It's a little bit harder to sleep at night. And just to get comfortable, stay comfortable. My hips, they hurt because I am heavier. So I'm just kind of rotating back and forth in the bed, trying to stay comfortable because I can't stay on one side too long because, you know, I'll start hurting on one side, especially my right side of my hip. And so I'll just kind of be rotating all throughout the night. Also, I've been waking up pretty much almost every night, like clockwork, between 3 and 4. And my mind will start kind of going, thinking about, you know, the things I need to get done and just last minute details. And so I'll be thinking, and then I'll just get up, I'll eat a little snack. Usually I'll eat like a couple graham crackers and just come back, lay down, and we'll read until I go back to sleep. But yeah, that's been something that's been going on lately. Also, I've been feeling a lot of pressure, a lot more pressure since she has dropped already. It's just a lot of pressure down there. Feels like I'm carrying around a bowling ball. And so that's not the most comfortable, but I have been staying really active and just moving around, having a lot of stuff to do. We kind of procrastinated on getting this baby's stuff ready, and I just have started within the past like week or so prepping and all that. So a little bit behind. When I had Mila, I prepped for her like pretty much like throughout the pregnancy, little bits at a time. But this one, we just kind of procrastinated a little bit. It's just been busy and just a whole lot of things going on. But everything is almost already finished, and just have a couple things left to do. And I have been making some meals, like when I've been making some of my dinners, I'll just double the recipe. And I have a few of the meals that I've done so far. I've just, doubled the recipe, put it in the freezer, and so this way I can just pull it out after baby's here, and I'll definitely be thanking myself for the meals that I have made. So this way it's just less work when I'm really tired after the baby being here. Can you go get my agua, baby?
Where is it?
I think it's on my desk or it's on the table.
On the table, Chich.
Yes, baby, thank you. I've been trying to spend as much time as possible with Mila, just some quality time. One thing that we decided that we wanted to do for her, and actually I had already in my mind made up when I was pregnant with her. I was reading in one of the articles on one of my baby apps, and they mentioned, when you have a second child, that it's always really nice, a nice gesture for when you come home from the hospital to have a gift from the baby to the older sibling. So this way it's just like a really sweet bonding experience. So we got her the most cutest little baby doll, and I know she's going to be so excited because she'll be able to change her baby and do all these little things with me while I'm doing all these for her sister. I've been having a lot of different emotions going on now that, we only have like a week left to go, and just a lot of different emotions. I'm extremely excited. I am a bit nervous, I'm a bit nervous to go through the whole labor and delivery. That's always, not the most exciting. It's exciting, but like the pain part of it is just like, nobody wants to go through that pain, but I'm excited. And I know that this time around is going to be just so much better than it was with my first labor, and I have to keep on reminding myself that, because the first one was pretty tough. It was rough. And so the things that, that I did the first time around, I'm not going to do this time around, like, with the Pitocin and the epidural and all that. And if you want to hear more about what had happened, I have my birth story available, and I'll put a link down in the bottom to that. Thanks, Mommy.
It's 2 bottles.
You're so sweet.
It's 2 bottles.
You're so sweet, Mommy.
It's 2 bottles.
She is such an amazing helper. Like, I just adore her so much. She has helped me with absolutely everything. If I need something, she's just always right there. She is my absolute very best friend in the whole wide world. Like, I love my Mila so much. And another emotion I've been going through is, the fact that it's not going to be just her and I anymore. And that's, even though we're going through an extremely exciting time, and this is absolutely what we want, 110%, I still have those emotions though, that, it's always just been her and I. Her and I have done absolutely everything together for the past 2.5 years, and have just really grown together. She's always, she's my baby and my best friend, and it's just a little bit hard, because it's not going to be just us anymore doing the things that we do together. But that's okay, because, our family's growing, and it's going to be just absolutely beautiful. But for those of you who have experienced this already portion in your life of going from 1 child to 2, it is an emotional experience. An exciting experience, but an emotional experience. And so I'm just really soaking in this time that we have left together, just her and I, and just holding her a little bit tighter, a little bit more. And, she's just my baby, and she'll always be my baby. I love you, Mommy. She has asked me several times, like, Mommy, when are you going to push out the baby? Like, I want to help you push out the baby. Me and Daddy are going to help you push her out. And her and I have watched on Instagram. I follow several different Instagram pages that are for birth. And so she definitely knows, like, the whole process of how the baby comes out and all that, and doesn't freak her out or anything like that. She's excited. And so I was thinking, like, well, maybe we'll have her in the room. But I've discussed it with my husband and also with my mom, and we just have thought, like, maybe not, because of the fact that if it was just like a short amount of pain and I was able to, just get her right out and ensure that, then I'd be like, yeah, absolutely, yeah, sure, let's do it. But I think it might just start becoming overwhelming to her with me being in such pain, because she's an extremely compassionate person. And if I have like a little scratch, or if I'm a little bit sad, or she understands my my emotions, and so she gets very emotional herself. And so I don't want her to get upset over seeing me not being at my best and being in pain, and being in pain for quite some time. So I just thought, maybe not. We'll just kind of play it by ear with that one. But yeah, we probably won't do that because I don't want to traumatize her in any way or upset her. All right, you guys, so that is all for this bump date. The bump date going from 36 weeks all the way to 39 weeks, just catching you guys up on what's been going on with me, the symptoms, and just everything that's been going on. So pretty soon baby will be here. She is due October 3rd. I don't really think I'm going to go all the way till October 3rd, because just a couple days ago, the day before yesterday, I believe it was on Monday. Yeah, it was on Monday. I started getting really strong contractions, and I'm just starting to get closer and closer to that time. And so I don't think I'll make it all the way till then. So if I don't see you guys until after the baby's here, then yeah, it's been awesome sharing this whole entire journey with you guys, and just really excited to have been able to share all this with you all.
Mom, the baby's happy in your tummy?
The baby's happy in my tummy, she is. All right, you guys, that is all for this bump date. Thank you so much for being a part of our channel, those of you guys who are a part of our channel. If you're not already a part of our channel, we'd love to have you guys a part of our family, so please subscribe down below, share with a friend, give us a thumbs up, and also leave me a comment down below to say hello. Let me know how your pregnancy is going, and just anything that you want to share with me. I'd really appreciate, and I enjoy talking to all of you guys. All right, you guys, well, thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day. God bless.